from the beginning of concept to fabrication and initial installation, 787 days transpired, and we were able to get a lot of stuff done. The heavy lifting, we had to count on several companies to help us with that. More importantly, Healy Kohler, Terry Healy was our design consultant. Cubic Maltby, they were responsible for fabrication and installation of the exhibit. Boston Production Inc. Out of Boston, they were responsible for our interactives, and of course Studio Ice helped us with our cast models. So we couldn't have achieved all we achieved without the help of those folks. And how about that? We had a lot of support internally as well. Our review and reading group consisted of some folks that are here with us today, and I just wanted to point them out. Calvin Pearson was one of our reviewers. Dr. Bill Wiggins, Dr. Newby Alexander was one of our readers, and Darcy Sink, our former educator. We also got a lot of support from our Fort Monroe Authority Board, including our committee, our board committee, which was made up of Colin Campbell and Destry Jarvis. Other readers on the board included Dr. Lee, Dr. Ellis, Dr. Ayers, John, who else? I think that's about all. And then the oversight from Glenn Oder, our executive director, and Terry Brown, the superintendent. They kind of gave us an oversight on some very important components of the exhibit. I think the thing that I'm most impressed with is the amount of work that we were able to do internally, and that contribution goes to the Case May Museum staff. I think Jan's the only one who's here with us today. But that consisted of Veronica Gallardo, Chelsea Morris, Denise Dooley, and some other folks. They did everything from writing the initial treatment, for us taking that treatment and sending it to our professional writer. She put all our treatments together and put together the narrative. When I say writing the treatment, that's research and actually composing the treatment themselves. Once we got the narrative back from our writer, we basically did the hard lifting of reducing that stuff to label text. And those who have done exhibits before know that is a very interesting task, to make them concise, understandable, and within the word count of the design. So we were able to do that. The other thing that I want to talk about our staff in regards to is the amount of expertise that we were able to bring to this project. We directed the modelers at Studio Ice with our cast figures. We were there and chose talent for the individuals who will be acting in our interactives, and we actually directed that production. So we did all of that in-house, and I think we came up with a pretty good product. There's always a little bit of trepidation when you see it on paper versus seeing it installed, and we were pretty pleased that it came out pretty much the way we thought it was going to. The Visitor Center preview was a great success. We had 96 people Friday night for the VIP reception, 472 on Saturday and 284 on Sunday. So close to 800, and I'm going to say, Jan will tell me it's 849, I'll tell you it's about 850 folks. But that's not all we were doing, and let me add this, is that almost all the comments were complimentary. We had a few negative comments, but we expect that, we want that. We designed these exhibits to be provocative and to give you pause and to make you think, and I think we were able to achieve that. As far as the weekend was concerned, we also had a education component at had an activity station. About 800 folks visited us. 28 volunteers helped us man that and the Visitor Center previews, which represented about 152 and a half hours. So kudos to everybody that was involved, from the board to staff to all of our volunteers, and I think we came up with a pretty good show. Thanks. Any questions?
When is it going to be open to the public?
When will it be open to the public with those?
We'll talk about that under the part where we bring the update on the building, but we hope to by the end of the year.
It's just a date, it's just simple.
Anything else?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'll give you the date my contractor gave me, and then you can run with it.
We look forward to
Our next Board of Trustees meeting.